What's up, everybody? Nick Dwyer back for the 10th inning, here with another episode of This Day in Sports History. In yesterday's episode, we saw Wayne Gretzky pass Gordie Howe as the NHL's all-time point leader. We don't have anything quite like that today, but we do have an MVP being crowned. We also have some more World Series to talk about and some Olympic Games to get into. So if y'all enjoy this video, leave a like on it. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Let's get to it. This Day in Sports History. We will start out today in 1909, and in his fourth title defense, Chad Johnson would win via knockout over Stanley Ketchel in the 12th round. Stay in 1909 moved to the World Series, and the Pittsburgh Pirates would defeat the Detroit Tigers 8-0 in Game 7 of the World Series to win the series 4-3, win their first of 5 World Series titles. Stay in the World Series move up to 1912 though, and the Boston Red Sox would defeat the New York Giants 3-2 in Game 7 of the World Series as Fred Snodgrass's 10th inning two-base error would set up a 3-2 Red Sox victory and eventual world champions. This play would become known as the Snodgrass Muff, and he became the scapegoat for the Giants losing the World Series, but the Red Sox would win 4-3, win their second of 9 titles. Move up to 1936 now, and Lou Gehrig would be voted AL MVP by the BBWAA. On the season, Gehrig, .354 average, 49 home runs, 152 RBIs, and a 1.174 on base plus slugging. Move up now to 1949, and in the first NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, Red Byron would end up winning the series with a total points of 842.5. Back to the World Series now in 1962, and the Yankees would defeat the San Francisco Giants 1-0 in 7 games to win the series 4-3, win their 20th of 27 titles. Now we go into the Olympics in 1964, and in the men's 4x100 medley relay, the USA team would swim a world record 3 minutes 58.4 seconds to win the gold, and this would be a record held for 3 years. Then in the women's 100-meter butterfly, American Sharon Strouder would set the world record at 1 minute 4.7 seconds to win the gold. This would be a record held for 1 year. Finally, in those games, in the women's 100-meter, Wyoma Tyus would win the gold in 11.4 seconds, besting teammate Edith McGuire by 0.2 seconds. From one Olympic Games, we go to another Olympic Games, and we would go to 1968, and we have the famous photo of Tommy Smith and John Carlos from the USA, who both had a black glove on, both raised their fists to a salute to protest racism and injustices against African Americans. Stay in those games, and in the pole vault, Bob Sedrin of America, Klaus Strapowski of West Germany, and Wolfgang Nordwig of East Germany would all record 5.4 meters in the final of the pole vault, but in the end, Bob Sedrin would be awarded gold on the countback. Back to the World Series in 1969, and the New York Mets, or the Miracle Mets, would defeat the Orioles 5-3 in Game 5 of the World Series to win 4-1, win their first of 2 titles. Now we move up to 1983 in team golf at the Ryder Cup. The USA would win 14.5 to 13.5, and this would be the USA's 21st of 26 victories. Stay in 1983, go back to the World Series, and the Baltimore Orioles would defeat the Philadelphia Phillies in 7 games, 4-3, to win the World Series, win their third of 3 World Series. 4 years later in 1987, in boxing, Mike Tyson would win via technical knockout over Tyrell Biggs in 7 rounds to retain the title. Back to baseball in 2003, and in Game 7 of the ALCS, the Yankees would capture the pennant, defeating the Red Sox 6-5 thanks to Aaron Boone's 11th inning home run. Boone would become only the 5th player to end a postseason series with a home run, joining Bill Mazeroski, Chris Chambliss, Joe Carter, and Todd Pratt. Move to the world of football now in 2004, and Lionel Messi at age 17 would make his debut as Barcelona would play Espanyol. 1 year later in F1, Fernando Alonso would win the season-ending Chinese Grand Prix to win the F1 World Drivers' Championship, and this would be his first of 2 championships. And we will end today's video off in 2016. In a marathon, Ed Whitlock at 85 years old would become the oldest person to complete a marathon at under 4 hours, as he would run it in 3 hours, 56 minutes. So there you have it. That's what happened on this day in sports history. If I left anything out, I do apologize. If I mispronounced any names, I also apologize. But I'll see everybody tomorrow for Nate Dwyer in the 10th inning.